2026. Just doing a little progression update along my journey. I'm 19 now and 20 in November. That's crazy. I remember being like 15 yesterday. Time just goes, man. One thing I'd say is like high school just flies, bro. When you first start high school, you think it's gonna be forever. It ends in like, bro. You really think about it. Once you're a fresh, like once you're your first year in high school, bro, all you have is 2 years, and you're literally in your final year. Like that's how fast it goes, bro. It goes by fast. So, you know, well, people are seeing the real world for how it is. My age group, 18, 19. But I'm doing pretty good. But I've realized, in life, a lot of people don't like me, even in school, bro. I literally remember most people didn't really even like me, bro. And it's not like I was asking for like handouts or, asking for people's, how do I say, like validation or anything like that. It was just a matter of people just didn't like me. I don't know. People, yeah, people I never spoke to, they just never liked this. There's something about this guy, this random American, because I went to school in London for like most of my teenage years, and people didn't like me. I didn't really care. I still don't. They still don't like me. Who cares? But it's just like, that it's always just been me against the world, bro. Like that's always been my mentality. Like it's always like, it's just me and I got my family, I have God, and I gotta figure it out, what I'm doing, and everything that's going for me. I've done some stupid stuff, but I've heard worse. That's the best way to put it, I've never drank alcohol, never even had a girlfriend, I'm religious. I really don't. I'm not into any of that stuff, drugs, smoking, vaping, nothing, absolutely nothing, that's a personal thing. That's just me. But a lot of people didn't like me. and, it is what it is. I don't really care because, they're gonna still dislike me when I'm at the top, and they're gonna dislike me if I'm ever at the bottom. Doesn't matter what stage in your life, you gotta do you. And I understand most people don't really care. The world is cold, bro. I've seen it. The world is cold. And as of right now, in terms of just like business wise, clients, our clients are good. TikTok shop, I'm scaling up with that. Mm. It's just I lost a monthly retainer today, brand, but that I don't really care. That was just that's gonna be nothing for me soon. So I don't really care about that. But I have a little bit of a cold. New Year started off a little rough for me. I was procrastinating, doing kind of I don't know. We're getting on track. You know, Grateful for every day I have. I'm really grateful to God. I wake up, I breathe, my health, my youth, everything, so I have nothing to complain about. You know, my parents raised me well, good house, good, everything, always food on the table, scaling up and providing for my family. That's the best feeling ever. I'm just gonna continue doing that and just go get to monumental levels this year. I know this is the year. This is the year. Last year, we did a 1K day. Obviously, my TikTok shop like journey's been unique. That's the best way I could put it. You know, yeah, it's just been unique. I did a few hundred. I did like a 500 day, like some 400 days, even like Boxing Day sales. I did like a good like $200 days as well, like 150, 200. So like it varies, but like we're gonna do it. We're gonna scale well beyond that. Gotta get out that beginner phase, get consistent, make the sales, honed out on my skill sets, and just trust in the process and trust in God. Just enjoy the journey and smile every day because I smile every day. I'm just a positive person. I don't care what anyone has to say about me, make fun of me, what negative, whatever garbage. I'm gonna smile every day. Life's too short for that. I'm gonna smile every day. Doesn't matter if I'm feeling a little shitty today or yesterday. I'm smiling every day, man. I gotta stay positive always. That's my mentality. Yeah. I wonder if I'll ever post these one day. Maybe. It'll be good to look back on. Yeah. Thank you for watching, you guys. I know there's like one person in here, but yeah.